What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Cosmic Culture, the channel where we talk all things major movie and television news, theories, breakdowns, and much, much more. I'm your host, Chris, and yes, it is 2:23 a.m. Eastern Time, and yes, it is early in the morning, and yes, we are all tired, but Miss Marvel is coming out, episode 5. Hopefully things are going to start getting spicy, and we can start having a lot of fun. Lots of familiar faces in the stream tonight. Jake, Teague, Madison, all of the amazing fam. Thank you guys so much for joining, as well as Justin, EY, I think, welcome back, Max, Esno, so many people. Hope we're excited for whatever Miss Marvel's going to give us tonight. Whatever Miss Marvel's going to be giving us tonight. Does anybody think we'll get anything of consequence, anything fun? Last episode, a lot of people felt was a little bit like a filler. I don't know how much of a filler versus, I call them bridge episodes, I think. Especially that one. They're episodes that give important information. It's just kind of slow and boring. Fillers, I feel like, are just pointless. And last episode wasn't pointless. It was more of a bridge episode. That's what I'll refer to it as. Are there 6 episodes? Yes, this is the penultimate. Dude, Terminal List has been so good. Only on episode 2 so far. Is it? I'll have to give it a watch. It's on my list of things I need to watch, so. Literally went to sleep, then set my alarm to wake up just for the show. Well, that makes you a real one. I gotta go find my water. Everybody talk amongst yourselves. Guys, we got a new cat. I got a new kitty. Ritwick, how you doing? Thirsty boy. Noon for you? Oh my gosh, I wish it was noon for me. These 3 a.m. streams, honestly, are pretty rough. Is Thor Love and Thunder the most watchable Thor movie? If you loved Ragnarok, you're going to have fun. If you didn't like Ragnarok, you're not going to have fun. That's my honest answer for you. If you watched Ragnarok and you're like, wow, this new perspective of Thor, this new idea, the quick witty jokes and the colors and the fast-paced movie, I love it. You're going to have a lot of fun with this movie for sure. I don't know if anybody watched my before you watch Thor Love and Thunder watch this video I did today. But it doesn't have a lot of outside requirements. You don't need to know a lot. I mean, you need to know that Thor and Jane dated, right? You need to know that's kind of it. You got to know why Asgard's on Earth, I guess. Not why, but that it is. And like, if you really care about details and stuff, you got to know who Korg is, which all you guys probably do too. So that's kind of like the requirements for watching it otherwise. 4:30 an hour for me. Good day from Australia. Welcome. I love Australians. Chris, get to the Eastern Hemisphere. You can watch all the episodes at noon. Yeah, isn't that nice? It's kind of weird how the Western Hemisphere is where they like are coming from. Like, the release is set for literally midnight California time, which I just think is silly. Like, for us, like, we're the ones releasing it. Not saying that I'm not happy for you guys, but it's like, when you watch TV shows, generally, like, on television, on cable television, they release them at, like, 8 o'clock Eastern time, so that it's a time when people would want to watch them, and we're releasing them at midnight, because why? I don't get it. Jake, how you doing, my guy? What do I think Marvel is saving CGI in some projects? Give me an example of where you think Marvel was saving on the CGI. Other than Black Widow, because Black Widow is the only Marvel project that I can honestly say did have poor CGI. Otherwise, where would you say that you've seen poor CGI? Not in trailers, in actual projects. Hey guys, look, it's Allie. You did fall asleep. I was about to leave you there, honestly. I didn't feel like arguing with your butt. At least not fun to wake up, guys. She's like, what are you like? No, I was gonna compare you to something like a sleeping bear. But that's not really what you are. You're not much of a bear.
Ready to see?
What are we ready to see?
A sleepy face.
Sleepy face. Cork supremacy.
Hi, guys.
She's made it. All right, let me compartier the microphono.
Sleepy face today.
Sleepy face, me too. I hate these times. We're just complaining about how it makes no sense that they drop them at so late.
I feel like it should be 9 o'clock.
I was literally
Pacific
just saying
time.
that. Like, what time do they drop shows like on cable television? What in the pee? Get out of here. Like a ladybug, but like a demon ladybug.
So let it be or else it's gonna die in there.
No, it's gonna die in there anyway. Look like it's dying. Get out of here, demon ladybug. Literally like dove in there, dead.
Ew. No drink.
Nope. Do you want one? They're in the fridge.
No.
I don't need one. I'm gonna survive on water, and then as soon as this is done, I'm passing out. Dig it, boy.
I was gonna put a little makeup on, but then I thought to myself,
Nah. The people love you with or without makeup.
I look like a little boy for the stream today.
Hey, Jake, if you plan on moving to Florida,
Sleepyhead over here.
Madam Allie is a certified and licensed real estate agent, and will be starting a new career
Thursday,
just for the
boys.
fun of it. So feel free to buy your house from Allie. Anybody.
What's up, guys?
So always gotta give a little bit of props where props are due, I think.
That's me, Sleepyhead.
Demon ladybugs.
Thank you, appreciate it. Maybe if I wasn't so foggy, you'd think different.
Definitely gonna got his beak up.
I said if I wasn't so foggy, maybe you'd think different, but whatever.
What does it mean to be foggy? Why don't you describe that?
Foggy means fuzzy.
What
Fade.
does fuzzy mean?
Fade up.
Fade up?
Yep.
Like turn
If
up?
if you're editing, fade up. Oh, stop. Tell them about Marvel.
You tell them about Marvel. Everybody said congratulations, Ellie. Jake says he's down. Jake finna be your first client. All right, Jake, just go ahead. We'll email you the details. Just sign the right to sell exclusively agreement.
I start on Thursday, so you might want to wait a couple weeks. And
Stop
then
telling
bet
people
on
that.
it.
No, you live like confidence. She
Okay.
keep telling people to wait. No. Jake finna be your first. He gonna buy a condo from you. He gonna buy a vacation condo.
The yawning is getting to me.
We'll
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Here, let me tell you. Jake wants one near the ocean, but on a golf course. He wants to be able to get to a Taco Bell by walking, even though he'll probably drive anyway. And he needs it to be...
Ocean Suite 7.
I'm trying to think what else. He doesn't have pets that I'm aware of, so he doesn't need it to be pet friendly.
Ocean Suite 7 condo.
Yeah.
And go.
Go. We're gonna need a down deposit. Down payment. You can just send it here to this
Thanks,
chat.
guys.
Just drop your $10,000 earnest money in this chat, and we'll get that working for you. All right.
It depends where you're at, Teague, and guess what? Florida is booming.
Who
And,
said what?
He
Oh,
said
really good, mate.
Florida is booming, and on top of that,
There are
the
more.
broker that I'm working for is also booming.
There are more real estate agents, certified real estate agents in the state of Florida than there are individuals with driver's licenses. So.
But a majority of them don't actually work for it. So.
Yeah. Captain Marvel. I don't think we'll ever get a Captain Marvel episode. Maybe a post-credit scene. He said, LOL, Chris knows me so well. Maybe a post-credit scene where she, like, shows up briefly, but I wouldn't expect her to be involved. I would be interested and happy if she were, but it's just not the way the Disney Plus shows have been working. We don't have those direct cameos. Like, WandaVision was directly involved with Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. But Doctor Strange never showed up, never even was teased to show up. Teague says, you'll do great.
Ewa says, I'll probably live in Florida eventually. Hey, Ewa, guess what? I'm not going anywhere.
Text your girl.
Let me know.
Text your girl.
Hit me up on those DMs and be like, so, Florida.
Shumagorath with Wong had poor CGI. Moon Knight didn't have any bad CGI, in my opinion. See, I just don't think I'm as picky as some of you guys.
Minor Bond said, congratulations, I remember living in Miami and Key Marathon years ago.
I remember when Allie spoke loud enough that people could hear her.
Humid to me. Yeah, it's extremely humid, but guess what? We love it.
Can I see Johnny Depp return as Jack Sparrow again? Yes or no? Yeah. I know he said he was done, and he's pretty pissed off at how he was treated. Rightfully so, but Disney has a lot of money, and people like money, so. Madison said,
I'll get all dressed up for you.
Oh, the bromance is cute. Chris knew exactly what Jake wants. Yo, your thing could be like selling to the new era, and you just be like, get your house sold by a YouTuber. People would love that. Oh my gosh, my favorite YouTuber couple sold me my house. They signed the front door with the pens. Gru will grow up. Gru, like from the Minion movie? Probably. Another Guatemalan here. Yo, we got lots of Guatemalans up in here. How much time do you think we'll spend in the past in this episode? Oh, I imagine it would be pretty brief. You're worried about Thor Love and Thunder flopping in the box office? That's not really something I worry about. I think a Marvel movie will make money. Like, even if it doesn't make stupid, crazy amounts of money, it'll make money. The Boys finale this week. I'm pumped. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen Stranger Things. I'm very behind. Haven't seen Terminal List. I've been too busy. Oh dear. Somebody gonna let me sleep. One day I'll sleep.
I slept.
This is where the fun begins. Look, Bennett.
You're better than Bennett.
You turn me on with a light switch. Click. See what I did? That was the song. Alright. I feel like my friend Bree won't show up to be my best friend. So confident that Bree will make an appearance. But my best friend is so confident. Oh, okay. I did not read that sentence very well. What are you doing? I put Lola up there, and she ran up to him and started to lick, and he hated it. He got so pissed. The reason why you butcher my last name is because it has Welsh and English in it.
It's funny because Chris is like, what, half English?
Well, probably 75% English, technically. But, that's all right. Yeah, I'm not necessarily... I have a...
What's ST?
ST, what do you mean? Stranger Things.
Oh,
my main priority after Allie.
Listen, I would watch it with him. We just haven't really got to it.
No, we've been busy, ladies and gentlemen. Been working on big stuff.
If we watch TV, it's most of the time at night, and we end up just falling asleep to it, so that's why we can't watch something new.
I watch, right now, pretty much just The Office. Because I don't get to watch it. Oh, sorry, guys. And I don't get to watch it because I'm too busy doing other stuff, and I've seen The Office a billion times, so I can listen to it and see it in my head. Will you please say a prayer for my grandpa? He's not doing so well. That's why I'll be seeing the Thor late.
Aww.
I will definitely be thinking about you and your grandpa. I'm very sorry to hear that. Human, how's it going? Hey, guys, I won't be able to stay up for the show tonight. It's because today is my birthday. Happy birthday, Freddy Fernandez.
Hey, yo.
What kind of games does Aquaman and his fish like to play? Squid games. He's ripping. Go. Scottish royalty back in my ancestry. Not to belittle the royalty you probably do have, but I feel like Scotland's so small that almost everybody has some type of Scottish royalty. Like, if you're Scottish, there's some royalty somewhere in there.
Is anybody Finnish?
Finnish?
I'm Finnish. From Finland. I feel like it's weird. Finnish.
I have to watch Stranger Things. I've heard nothing but good things about Stranger Things. And the reason I haven't watched it has nothing to do with the show at all. Charlie Day as Daredevil. Happy birthday, Freddy. And many more.
On Channel 4.
Can I see a Thor 5 happening?
Eventually.
You haven't even seen Thor 4.
Well, I still say eventually.
Okay, eventually. Our official answer is eventually.
We already talked about it last stream.
Yeah, I have connections to Scottish royalty too, actually. Yeah, because anybody that is even a little bit Scottish has something royal about them. I guarantee it.
I'm Scottish too.
Shut up. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's far enough back that it really doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I think that's how most of them are. Not that it, like, it's still cool. History is cool and fun, knowing your ancestry. But yeah, I feel like everybody's got some type of
Chris
something.
and I are like 11th cousins or
We
something.
are like 11th cousins. It's just the way. Any further back, and I would have been out. 12th cousins, too far apart.
4th cousins?
That's fine. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's going to be episode 5 about origin. It seems like, yeah, it is going to be about origin. It's been a very long and slow origin story, basically.
Guys, I'm not
If
gonna
you all can
lie.
reverse your actions after 24 hours, what is one evil thing that you would like to do to the world? That's a dark question. Wait, reverse my actions? What's the point of doing it then? If I can reverse my actions, then I guess it doesn't matter. Nice, Madison. I can be royal siblings. You probably are. Chris
like
is killing me? Why?
15
Why am I killing you,
cousins.
Jake? What am I doing?
Sweet home Alabama.
Hey, don't be rude to Alabamians. Sweet
We're 11
home
cousins,
Alabama.
That's way far. You check and see your
Bro coming at the
relationship.
cousin thing.
We're not that close.
No, 11th cousins is like
Ex-
indistinguishably
extremely
far.
You're technically allowed to be with your second cousin?
Yeah, you can be with
I
your
think your
first cousin
second
in
cousin.
some places. If two stars are next to each other and one of them goes supernova, will the other star die too? I mean, I don't know.
Nobody calls
Here's
lemons
the-
yellow.
Here's the real question. Was the color called orange because of the fruit, or was the fruit called orange because of the color? Mind blown. What's up, Jonathan Chin? How you doing?
Definitely yellow. The color was born.
No,
from.
we're not cousins.
No.
Good. Gonna be watching Thor 4 on Thursday night. Thursday night. Can't wait. Also, Miss Marvel episode will hopefully be lit. It's lit! Well, Chris and Allie, no joke, considering you're like cousins, you should come to my town because it's not mentioned on the bio for my
Guys.
town, but at least everybody had a cousin.
Chill.
We're not actually
Look
cousins.
up to see anyone around you and how close they are, and I guarantee you guys will be 11th cousins too. It's so
Yeah,
far.
Madison get it. They aren't cousins. 11
Yeah.
cousins is so far back.
Yeah.
Now everybody thinks we're cousins. Good job, Allie.
Some random guy that we know is like 9th cousins. It's like my dad's best friend is like 9th cousins with me, and he's some random. Have you seen the new Jurassic Park movie? I love it.
You love it? Oh, it was okay.
I didn't hate it. It
You
was-
turn me on with a
good.
light switch. Flick.
I know, Chris. I was joking. Okay, good.
Okay, just making sure. I just want that to be
The
well established that we're not cousins.
Wait a second.
I'm
The
gonna
fruit
need-
came first, originating in China, and the English word orange to discover the color followed thereafter. Well, that's interesting.
Well, what did
I
the
wouldn't
Chinese
expect
people
the
call it?
color to come first.
They called them mandarin oranges. Can you go get the charger for the
Love
iPad?
mandarin oranges. What?
Go get the charger for the iPad.
You just call it ipid?
iPad. G'day, my doggo. How's it going, my doggo? I need to sleep. Oh my gosh. I'm literally related to half of my city, as well as the state of Oregon, probably Minnesota as well. Exactly. I haven't seen Stranger Things 4. People stop asking me. I don't know. I think it was so great. It was the best thing ever. I guess we need to watch Stranger Things. That's all anybody want to ask me. Yeah, I don't think everybody always appreciates my jokes, Jake, but you did. Yo, I'll have one.
Okay.
You didn't even offer.
I do normally don't.
Well, now is a moment in which I do. How about that for mental thinking? Me waiting.
I don't want to be shown.
What? I
I
don't.
don't want to be shown.
Uh,
I'm so tired. I don't even have my phone.
You don't need your phone. Dig it, boy. Dig it, boy. You're not getting a fruit punch. He won one. You turn me on.
Meanwhile,
I hope Bryce Dallas Howard becomes director of the main menu.
me too.
I think it's exceeded most people's expectations, being a character that but many people weren't necessarily familiar with. I think it's hard to bring a character that nobody knows to life because you don't have kind of the nostalgia. Like, I didn't grow up reading Miss Marvel. I didn't watch Miss Marvel TV shows. I didn't have Miss Marvel pajamas, but I sure as heck had Iron Man and Spider-Man pajamas, so it's hard to develop something for a character like that, but I think they've done a really good job. ASMR, yeah.
I think it's kind of sad.
I'm doing ASMR. Okay. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel.
Let's go. I wouldn't know anything about that. Anyways.
You just knew this, so you knew something.
Oh.
Stupid. Madison gets to go first. She says, I hope we get Kamal's friends back in the episode. Her friends are fun and help complement her character well. I missed them in the last episode. Now you can go.
I was just going to say, I think a lot of people don't necessarily love Miss Marvel because, like Moon Knight, it's something, like Chris said, he didn't have Miss Marvel PJs and all that sort of stuff. So it's not really a super well-known character. And then on top of that, it's not Moon Knight. Moon Knight is cool and scary and down to earth, whatever. Like, intriguing.
I mean, we're not the
most
target.
Marvel fans.
We're not the target audience.
And Miss Marvel is a little bit kiddish and fun and
11th cousins drinking fruit punch ASMR. All we're missing is the hot tub.
I don't even know if it's 11th cousins, guys, FYI. It could be like 9th. I don't remember.
It was something like that.
Like the video and subscribe for more 11th cousin ASMR.
I had to watch you guys explain these characters or Google them lately, Eternals and Moon Knight specifically. Yeah, because they've used all their good ones in the first saga. Now, it doesn't mean these ones can't be. But that's all right.
Hi, Spider-Man fanatic.
Miss Marvel's
I'm
doing
here.
a great job by the end, and we will all be the target audience. Honestly, I've had a fun time with it, and I think people need to just relax. Grab a freaking Kool-Aid jammer. Drink it up. You gotta blow it back out now like a kid and play with it. Yeah, you can't just throw it away. You gotta play with it for a while. Chris, with his gorgeous hair, gonna do a hot tub reaction video for us. Not you.
Honestly,
Not the
though-
hot chick. Me. Jake's excited about me in a hot tub with my hairy bully. All right, guys, let's talk about Thor: Love and Thunder. look in the camera and aggressively drink a Kool-Aid. Wow, this is a weird stream tonight. Right after he does the Castaway cover. Honestly, I would probably do the hot tub stream before I did a Castaway cover. When you say all the good ones, does that include Beta Ray Bill? I don't think a lot of people know who Beta Ray Bill is. Did anybody have Beta Ray Bill pajamas? Honestly?
Beta.
Different type of beta.
Well, obviously.
Oh, obviously. Obviously.
Obviously. Come on, Beta. Beta. Very intimidating. Madego knows?
He talking about me drinking Kool-Aid and staring at. Okay.
Man, do some Thor cosplay.
This is my Thor cosplay. Done. I've done it. I need my headphones. My goodness, this is going to be...
1 minute.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get ready. Stop it. You're going to get his copyright claimed.
Yes, because I think it's
Silence.
so well.
Mostly, I just don't want to hear it.
Okay. Madison, you picked a weird stream to return for. Hey, listen. It's 3 a.m.
Guys, just cut me a break. Yeah. Come on, guys.
It's 3 freaking a.m.
Cut me a break. It's so late.
Yeah, Marcel. That's what it's like to be a Marvel fan, though. I think Kamala's grandma will die in this episode. Sad. Let's see if you're right.
No, humming a tone will not get you copyrighted. Just if Allie sings it. That's the only thing that will get you copyrighted. Nothing else. We just look for reasons to yell at Allie, guys. Come on now. Okay. Listo. Oye, chico. Yeah, tú. Deje de hacer eso. Oh, it's out. Okay, let's go. Where's your headphones?
250. I have them in my ear.
Okay. Are you guys ready for episode 5?
Cinco.
It's called Miss Marvel.
The Thor premiere already happened.
It's actually called episode 5.
Like last week.
It did. Who asked? Oh, yeah, the Thor premiere's happened. It's out. All right, everybody.
It's called episode 5?
3, 2, 1, go. Are you going to hit play? We're in, ladies and gentlemen.
40 minutes.
40 minutes.
You have to connect me.
Game time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready to rumble.
Me hablo español también.
Thank you. My Spanish is on point. I'm actually fluent.
Me hablo español
No,
también.
you don't habla español. Be quiet.
Habla español también.
She's lying.
Ya sé.
It's too hot. Why am I sweating?
I'm not.
Move over then.
Bye, Teague.
Bye, Teague. Ooh, that's a loud train. I missed the Marvel intro.
Oh, this is different.
A little bit.
Oh, black and white. Oh.
Because we're in the past. I loved Thor: Love and Thunder. I hope you do too.
August 15th, 2 days before my birthday.
Nobody asked.
I did. Dickie's birthday.
Deputy!
Hey, yo! Good night, Deputy. I've seen that guy before. Who is he?
I'm not telling you.
Somebody tell me.
Nobody
who he
tell her.
is.
Uh-oh.
This is intense.
It kind of has to be. They got to play catch-up now.
Oh, cricket.
Good job, baby. We are in the past, I believe.
Because I can dance. Snap the way!
Yo, where is Snap been?
What's up? Official hype man of the stream.
Dimitri? How did I know that was coming? Get up. Get up. She has the Bangle. Awaken. So mean.
No, thank you.
He just thinks she's pretty.
She looks like his mom. That's how old she look. He waddling. He doesn't need his leg.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, she getting some non.
I love Nan. That's why I'm saying Madison. Madison's always on my side.
Yeah, that's because of the whole girl power
Thank you so
thing.
much, Dimitri. Well, guess what? We rock anyways. Thank you, guys.
What are you doing?
Looking because it's hard to see.
Why is this helping?
I don't know. Glare.
Trying to pass around.
Bye, Spider-Man fanatic.
Later on. Let her eat her non, my guy.
What's that? Cheese?
Maybe.
I love cheese. Clearly.
My chair looks like Spider-Man has the Mind Stone. Okay.
This is intense.
I don't know much about NFTs, no.
What happened to his leg?
I'm pretty sure all that's kind of irrelevant. They're gonna end up having a baby, and that's gonna end up being her grandma. And they get separated in the partition.
She's still look old. Oh, she is pregnant.
No, they've been together. She's pregnant because of him. I just called that, by the way. All of that. Now the British are gonna come. And that's her grandma.
That's her baby.
That's her grandma. Miss Marvel's grandma.
That is.
The baby.
She gonna get the bangle. She's not gonna get the bangle. I don't do good with this stuff. Time switching.
How did they fall in love if there's no dance
Thank
scene?
you so much, Jen.
No.
Thank
How
you.
did they fall in love if there's no dance
I
sequence?
don't know. Scene.
Oh, she's got the bangle, Allie. You were right. There you go.
Screw everybody. I was right. I rate Marvel a 6.
I'm low. I don't rate Marvel projects.
I don't love it. I think it's good. 50 is good. 6 is good.
They're just here to watch you, I hope you know. They're not even watching Ms. Marvel. They're just watching you. I'm laughing at you, not with you, but they're watching.
Marvel likes to make dark scenes. Can't see. Milk.
Ms. Arco's watching the show, not you. Najma.
Oh no.
Something bad's about to happen. just taking a very long time to get to it. Kind of surprised.
What's the plan? I don't want him. The demon ladybug is back.
She don't want to go home, Madison.
Bye, stream. They leave her there.
No.
The baby. Why not?
Going home means get murdered. Yeah, I feel like that, don't it? Beta.
The Bangle. Yeah, me too, Dimitri.
I'm not really time travel yet.
Sort of.
I mean, not yet.
Flashback.
It's flashbacks, but it's not time travel. They're explaining what happened.
They're not easy.
Now they're gonna head to the train. Aisha's not gonna make it. I'm asking you to choose me. I bet something happens.
They don't make it on the train.
Well, some of them do.
Well, not her.
Aisha doesn't. We know. Yeah, well, some people are breaking the rules. If I show it on my stream, I'll get copyright claimed, and I ain't trying to do that. She gonna get separated from her dad.
Where's the Bangle?
Stabbed. Dead.
Sana? You lost her.
Mm-hmm.
Purple eyes. She's a term bang.
How's the scratch? It's alright. It's small. It's healed pretty quick.
It's healed extremely quick. I would have still had an open wound, so.
I'm kind of a superhero. A little bit like Deadpool.
Freak.
That happened before this. Go find Sana. She dead. Imagine seeing your grandma and she was like 2. It's kind of weird.
Probably like 15 minutes or less.
20 minutes.
Well,
15
never
minutes.
last that long.
There's the stars. Aisha. No, because this is what was supposed to happen. I don't know that this counts as the same type of time travel because it's like different. It's kind of like vision traveling. Hey, Chris, I'm now just clicking on your stream. When's the episode? Episode has been out for 23 minutes. Now what's happening?
Oh gosh, my parents said that. When I
Yeah, I don't think it's real time travel.
Bill.
Go home then. No, you cannot.
Yikes.
I think I need a little bit more explanation as to what the hell is happening. Najma gonna die. She was at the Thor premiere.
She's looking old too. Oh my gosh.
Nah, he got powers. I wish I had the answer, but I really just don't know. I don't think the bracelet allows time travel. The silence is loud. Sorry. I'm trying to follow everything that's going on. Yeah, why not? Sure. Thank you for your rag that you breathed into. Oh, she's gonna get that on her suit.
Me too, Marcel. Me too. Me too.
Yeah, I think a lot of us are. Yep, Diego. Bon Jovi is not her real dad. Oh gosh, people are lost.
I know that, but I'm lost too.
Meanwhile, at the Circle Q. He gonna get attacked by Cameron.
Aw, old man. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thank you very much. We're just trying to enjoy it and have a good night with everybody.
Shh, we don't talk about Bruno.
I don't really know what happened with him. He turned into his mom. Oh, damage control found him.
Oh no. That escalated quickly.
Mm-hmm.
That's it?
And no post-credit scene. Well, that was maybe underwhelming. But now the finale has this magic to do. I usually catch me pre-recorded because you're a graveyard shift guy. Well, I'm glad that you watch it all. It's fun to be here live. It's a little sad, I'll say, for Miss Marvel. The stream has lost momentum as we've gone from episode 1 through 5. We get less and less viewers every week. People are losing interest in the series. But I think mostly because it's just...
That's all, folks.
Odd. It goes in a weird direction. Kind of no direction. Omnidirection. But I'm still going to wait. I'm not going to say it's terrible until I've seen them all. So we got one more episode we got to watch. I don't like this show no more. That's what I was just talking about, how I think people are losing a lot of interest in the show. What do you feel?
A struggle for me.
Yeah, one more episode, and I have very little clue as to what is actually going on.
I didn't dislike it, but I also felt like it was kind of all over the place, so it almost felt like it was hard to follow and intriguing. And not intriguing, I guess. That is true, T.
Do I think the weekly wait? No, I don't think the weekly wait is the problem. Like with Moon Knight, we had a blast, and that's the same release. You know, Moon Knight was a lot of fun. And I don't actively dislike it, right? It's not like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. I'd never want to watch this. It's honestly just, it exists. Does that make sense? Like, I'm still curious. I was definitely hoping for a better episode, because they didn't really explain much. We went all the way back in time.
But for too long, I think.
Well, not even for too long. What did we gain out of that?
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
too long.
We didn't learn anything. Oh, Kamala was the one that threw the stars. We had all pretty much guessed that already anyway. So we spent 30 minutes going back in time to learn about something we had already heard in like the first or second episode, and we already guessed that Kamala was the one that did the stars. They don't explain how she got there. They don't understand. They don't explain why she was there. And then some weird rift thing happened, and now Cameron has powers. Unexplained.
It doesn't seem like there was enough given to us in the whole backstory. It was kind of like just dragged on.
When will you shave your beard and get yourself a haircut? Every time I've thought about it, I've gotten sad, so I haven't yet. The movie pacing. I agree. I think if it was movie pacing, if it was 2 hours of the entire story, they would have gone through the whole origin, given her powers. I think the fact that this one was a series has hurt it. Because there's more time, but they're not telling anything. So speed up the pacing a little bit. Cut a lot of the extra filler stuff. Explain what's happening, and then have a big climactic ending. I agree. Yeah, I agree, Teague. That wasn't great. Well, dang.
I would agree.
Yeah, no, I can't even defend it, to be honest. I can't pretend like, oh no, it's all Gucci good. It's not.
I don't feel like it was enough.
Well, do you want to go and give your adios?
Adios, guys. I'm gonna head out. Thank you guys so much for watching with us, though. I always have a fantastic time, and I will see you next week to see
For
how
hopefully a
this
great finale.
sums up.
All of a sudden, they're dead, unless they're really not. But it seems like they are. We saw their skeletons.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Cosmic Wonder.
Hi, I hated that.
I think that I can't defend it.
So, okay, hear me out.
I bet I agree, but go ahead.
Where did the story go
Nowhere.
about great-grandmother being a disgrace to the family and bringing shame on their family and blah, 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 blah? That's, like, completely gone now, right? You know what I mean? Like,
Well, not even that. Like, why was anybody even saying that? Doesn't make sense. Like, what did she do to be a disgrace?
that's
Nothing.
what I'm saying. But that wasn't even, like, that it didn't even...
This was a lot of running around
They
in
completely
circles.
ignored it. They completely ignored it.
She did nothing disgraceful. She got stabbed and separated from her family. That's the end of it. Her husband doesn't even know what happened. And
Right.
the Trail of Stars things was explained, but we all guessed that already. So we spent 30 minutes, and Teague Teague over here sums it up pretty well. Let me find what he said exactly. So the whole episode was about a character that we don't really care about. We don't know her, and we have no connection to her. And then they've expected us to feel sad for her when she dies. And it's true. It's like, why was that not a 5-minute thing where it's like, oh, she had a kid, and yeah, it was actually her doing the Trail of Stars. And then we could get 30 minutes of actual explanation, because then we get 10 minutes of nothing but confusion.
Well, this is what I said after, like, the first part of this episode ended. I was like, that should have been the ending of episode 4.
Yeah.
Because episode 4, well, half of it was unnecessary, so they could have put the first half of this into that, ended it with that, and then start off with the half of this. Also, the clandestines are just gone now. Is that?
Yeah. And Cameron has powers.
And Cameron has powers.
Unexplained powers.
And
this portal.
And now the DoD sees the villains now. Like, they completely, like, it's like they had the story.
They're chasing
and then
their
they're
tail.
like, abandon it. Like, just abandon that story, and this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, because now there's, like, no bad guy. Presumably, because all the bad guys are dead.
Right. Well, time out real quick. If you guys liked the episode, that I'm not bashing on people who liked it.
Oh, absolutely not.
I'm really glad that you liked it if you liked it. I just have
Disappointed.
I have a problem with the writing.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with, like, what I saw, like, visually it was cool, but I have a problem with the writing.
I like Miss
Granted,
Marvel.
I don't. Yeah. No, I like Iman as Miss Marvel. I like
she's
the character.
really, really good.
She's great. I could use more Miss Marvel stuff, like powers being shown.
I think that this is an example, and one of the first and best examples we've had of Disney Plus potentially ruining a project. This would have been a really good 2-hour movie.
Yeah, and I don't know how what the end's
Right,
gonna
we have one
be.
more episode, and I will stay open-minded. But this would have been a really good 2-hour movie. Cut a lot of the extra stuff out. Get to the origin part story. Maybe start with the train at the beginning of the movie. Show that whole thing and the Trail of Stars, and then you don't have to go back and explain it halfway in the middle. And then maybe you're right. Some of this writing here, unless there's some type of hidden secret that we don't know, which we might not yet. It's kind of
That's
rough.
the thing. Yeah, episode 6 could.
I mean,
pull it all
I'm
together.
optimistic. I'm always gonna be, but it is rough right now. Yeah.
I'm optimistic because I don't think. Yeah, here's a chat right here. Fly Guy Tone. I was just gonna say this. He says, but Kevin Feige knows what he's doing. He'll recover it. Yes, I have faith in Kevin Feige, but sometimes when you're working on a project and you film things, you can change your mind about everything. My camera's blurry. You can change your mind about everything, and it just doesn't come together because you have a timeline and you have X amount of dollars to put towards a project, and things can go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we haven't heard anything about that, but, like, I don't know. I'm pretty disappointed.
Yeah, I wasn't happy with this
Because I actually
one.
do really like Miss Marvel.
I think Miss Marvel will be a lot of fun, and if anything, we talked about this in your podcast this week. You go back and you look at Phase 1, 2, 3 of the MCU. There were bad projects. Thor 1, Thor 2. There's stuff that people didn't like, but that didn't ruin Thor. Like when Thor showed up in the Avengers, he was still good. So when Miss Marvel shows up in the Young Avengers or wherever, we'll have this character now and her not so great origin story, and hopefully Marvel can do what Marvel does and move forward from that, and we'll be fine. If you want to look big picture, it's not the end of the world, but as far as this series goes, so far we're headed towards a pretty massive disappointment, I think.
Yeah. To Hin, I am too. I think the best episode so far is the first episode.
The first one, and then the wedding one was pretty fun too.
The wedding one was good. Episode 3 was pretty good. But like,
it's gone downhill.
It's definitely gone downhill. Episode 4 wasn't that good. This episode wasn't that good. But I hope it can end strong.
Yeah, I do too. I don't think the character's completely ruined for the future of the MCU, but this specific project, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, you truly can't defend how much that episode didn't mix with the rest of the series.
Well, to me, it just completely changed everything. Like, because they made it about certain things.
Yeah.
And then derailed from those things.
It doesn't mix.
And I'm like, that's okay in episode 3. It's
not
like
episode
not
5.
Episode 5.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Which you spent most of wasting our time and then very, very vaguely explaining what happened and then done. But
what's really weird is I actually liked learning the backstory. It just shouldn't have been here.
It was misplaced. Exactly. So it should start with that. It should have started with that.
Right. It should have been the ending of the last episode.
Or that, either way, yeah, so that we can just get on with it for these last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
They could have cut a lot of the extra part for this episode and a lot of the extra parts for the last episode and push that together and make one.
Well, see, here's a good example. Nick, he just asked, who's the bad guy in the show now?
Bruno.
Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno.
Bruno was the secret bad guy the whole time. He's actually Kang. He's too smart.
Bruno all along. Louis Bear, thanks for super chat. Better than the last one, but you hope. Oh, the finale is sick. I thought that said suck. I was like, you hope the finale sucks.
At this point, I hope it's terrible. It's terrible, Winston.
Kelvin, thanks. Kelvin Arzu, thanks for super chat. Daredevil never had me like this. Oh. We're gonna do a poll because I'm just curious.
Not a single person in my chat liked it, so there's 100.
Like, should we do you like Miss Marvel or did you like this episode?
This episode specifically.
I
had a lot of people say they lost me with this one. A lot of people throughout and towards the end, yeah, they lost me on they lost me on this one, officially.
I'm seeing a lot of that.
I actually haven't had a single person say that was an awesome episode.
I've seen a few people,
which is fine. If you guys feel that way, that may have connected with you in a specific way. But my issue isn't the show or the character.
No, it's actually the writing,
the flow of the series. It's rough.
Right. Yeah. I that's kind of my issue so far. Lewis Barry, I saw you say that before. Thanks for the super chat. I don't think we're gonna see Black Bolt or Spidey.
No, I can just tell you no.
You say Matt, I'm assuming it's Matt Murdock. I don't think we're gonna see Matt, but Carol and Monica, maybe. I definitely think we're seeing Carol in a post-credit scene.
Jake said 10 out of 10, great episode, but I think he's just being a dick.
Maybe
he's not. Maybe he's not.
Mr. Anderson, see another question by Mr. Anderson. What possessed Cameron, or was it just new powers coming to him? It was definitely his mom giving him, but it's like his mom never showed any signs of powers, right? Am I mistaken?
And what about her just bestows powers on somebody across the planet? She doesn't have the bangle. The bangle's supposed to be the big key and the secret, and now all of a sudden she can just yeet her existence into Cameron. What?
Did she take the power as she was dying and take some of the power from her old world and give it to him? Maybe. Maybe that was just I'm just thinking off the top of my head.
I mean, it's the best explanation I've got so far because nothing else makes sense.
She
Jake
took
says I
some
got
powers.
him. I got Jake.
Got him.
He ain't
Yeah.
fooling
So
me.
like, maybe as she's like getting killed, because I was like, maybe they didn't die. Maybe they actually did.
They
go
seem
into
pretty
that
dead
universe.
if you ask me.
But we saw their skeletons. So.
Yeah, they look pretty dead.
Hold on. Tahin, the member of the channel. What I have faith in Kevin Feige, but like after Hawkeye, this has let me down. Honestly, anyone who likes Hawkeye, fine, but the show was mid. Yeah, I
Watching you, Jacob.
I have faith in Kevin Feige. I'm holding to it.
No, I don't know.
But this is hard.
The problem is, if you're gonna make a series, you can't just make the ending good. Like this episode and the last episode, they weren't good. Like if you're gonna want to go back and rewatch a Marvel project, you're gonna skip these 2 episodes.
I won't rewatch them.
No,
Yeah,
and that's because of the writing. So even if at the ending they like they explain it and it's really good and all, it's like yeah, but it doesn't mix. It's weird. This is like eating corn flakes and something that doesn't go with cornflakes. Like it just doesn't. It's a terrible thing. I'm tired, but it just doesn't work right now. And I think that's not even something that's necessarily salvageable. The overall experience with a really good ending is salvageable, but the flow of the series is gone.
Yeah, the flow was not good in this one.
It was murder with Aisha.
And like I feel like the problem is like shows progress, and
this one hasn't.
Well,
it degressed.
It was like trying to build up to this whole big thing about partition and the grandmother and the story, and the clandestines. They've been, the bad guys. They've been attacking, and even it showed Najma killing her great grandmother or great grandmother.
Now she's just a good
and
guy.
that's like all the progression, and now it's like done. Like
they're all gone.
Like, it's gone. It didn't really lead anywhere.
Mm-mm.
Like it gave us. It feels like everything was kind of just leading to like they were relying on this big moment where it was like, oh, this huge story about their whole family during partition, and the grandmother was led by the stars. Oh, we can't explain it. Oh, it was Kamala the entire time. Which is cool, but not
we already
big
knew
enough.
that.
Right, we knew it.
We said that after the first episode.
Yeah. It's like ZCY9951 says the disappointment on your face. And
it's
probably
true.
one half of it. I mean,
I don't have, and this is the first time. I can't think of another project. This is the first time, including Hawkeye, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, all of them, that I have literally been like, this is bad. Like,
I still like this more than What If.
Yeah, but What If doesn't really count.
It doesn't count. Yeah.
I mean, it's content for Disney Plus, and really that's how I look at it. It does explain, I guess, multiverse stuff, and the Beyonder will be the same character and the same actor probably if he ever shows up in the MCU. But as far as like pushing forward the story of the current MCU status, this one's supposed to be pretty important. Marvel's coming up. This has some real immediate connections and stuff, and it's just not been told that well, unfortunately. And I think the biggest problem is they tried to make a series out of a movie, and this should have just been a movie. And they needed to change some story stuff, apparently.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that. 2 interesting comments here. Sue, I think it failed to focus on something. Yes.
Yeah, we don't have a bad guy.
And whatever it was focusing on is actually gone now.
Yeah, so the little it was focusing on, we've lost.
Right. Tahin says, yes, I'm Indian, but you can't completely rely on the history of what this 2 countries share. And has nothing to do with the story progression. Yeah, because there's no progression anymore.
Gandhi is MCU official.
Oh, I know, right? Cool. Oh, Lewis, thanks for another super chat. Cool cliffhanger and flashbacks, but rest rush. I actually didn't like the cliffhanger because it was super rushed. It was like,
yeah, the actual part where she was there lasted 20 seconds.
I'm hoping it's like AIM is actually like behind the DODC.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, that would be cool, but I don't think we'll get that answer in this series. I feel like that's like an Armor Wars thing.
Sue, thank you for that super chat. Things just got out of hand. Things just left
It's
the
just
hands.
pittered
Like
into nothing.
I would love if things got out of hand.
Please get out of
Like,
hand.
hey, please
Feel bad for Bruno and Brian. They blew up
get
his
out
shop.
of hand. Bruno and Brian. He's like, I genuinely thought your name was Brian.
This show hyped up the
Jan.
villains and then killed them off in a stupid way. Imagine touching your doorway home and then just getting demolished.
Yeah, like it was. I guess the Bangle did open up the doorway, but maybe they did need to open it up, huh? Maybe that was the problem. Because remember in whatever episode it was, they said the guy said there would be 2 Bangles, and they're like, "Oh, one we'll have to do." But maybe they did need to.
Well,
Maybe that's why it
maybe
killed
they
them.
did need to. And Aisha hinted at one point that the Bangle won't work. And that was the entirety of it. Like, she's supposed to explain to us at this point why the Bangle wasn't going to work. And then she was supposed to tell her, no, it will work. And then they fight. She's like, no, the Bangle won't work. And that was it. Like,
Yeah.
that's the part where you're supposed to say some history about the Bangle. And, like, it comes from this place. And it's the Negaben. And it's from this thing. And it's... Or
Right.
explain something. Or give us some type of reveal. These series... You know, we're told have this important weight and how you have to watch them to know what's going on in the MCU. And that's still true.
Sure.
And the
You have to
whole
know them,
theme of
yeah.
them has been, oh, you know, they're about them. Like, there's not these big cameos or reveals. But, like, why not?
Yeah.
Why can't we get, at least sometimes? Why hasn't Captain Marvel been in episode 5 and 6? Why don't we get big reveals? You know, why can't Moon Knight name drop something crazy? I feel like maybe to some extent these Disney Plus shows are going to have to start giving us some movie-level information and reveals, or people are going to stop caring.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I mean, Justin Stanton, thanks for super chat. The only thing that can save this show is Morbius. It's Morbin time.
Bruno Mephisto confirmed.
Bruno's Mephisto confirmed. Satvik Sai, rate the show so far. What will episode 6 be? It's like a 5.
It's struggling at
And-
best.
Yeah.
Kamala's father is dub artist for Doctor Strange in India.
What?
India. Oh, never mind. Yeah, sorry. Ritwick just said that Kamala's dad is the audio artist for Doctor Strange in India, which is a little fun fact.
Oh, interesting. Lewis Berry, think Black Bolt could appear to help out with Spidey. They're at the same time. Zoe's going to really need a good lawyer. Matt, Monica, and Carol at the end. I mean, separately, yes, but I wouldn't expect to see Black Bolt in this show.
No, Black Bolt's
Yeah,
not showing up in this show.
Yeah, in a different show, yeah. Danny Bello, yes, thanks for super chat. There's one more episode.
So here's
And
the
I
thing. Oh, go ahead.
I
Sorry.
hope it. I hope it plays out. Actually, the poll right now says 54% liked the episode, 46% didn't. Interesting.
I don't think
What are you
that's
gonna
going to represent the majority of people's feelings. But maybe. I don't know. I just think the issue is it's not really an argument about whether Miss Marvel's good. It's just bad writing. You can't really argue that it isn't. I mean, just based off of what you said when I first got in here. Like, why is she some disgrace and some dishonorable? Nothing happened that made her disgraceful. And then there's no bad guys. Like, I guess something could change that it all will make sense. Now her mom's just super supportive, and it's just all these radical changes in the span of 20 minutes that just don't make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, and that's what I don't like. It's just
That's the problem. It has nothing to do with any of the
things.
characters or the CGI, the effects, the fight scenes. Like, it's all really cool, and I'm excited to see Miss Marvel in the future. I just think her series it's just kind of rough.
Yeah. There's a question here. Derek Dabo, I'm confused. Why does time travel work differently in this episode than time travel in Endgame? How did she even time travel? So, easy explanation. Time travel in Endgame was more science. This is magic. And Mr. Anderson even said, like, he liked how she enchanted the bangle, right? That was cool. It's almost like Thor's hammer, right? Um, but I don't know. They kind of lost me.
Send pics,
Louis
Jake, when
Berry,
you
thanks
do
for
it, my
another one.
guy.
3 is still the best yet. Red Dagger was good. Yeah, I really like that episode. The wedding and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they wasted too much time in the beginning, even though the story was important and I was curious about the story. I think that should have been episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
And
Faster. Yeah, episodes 1 through 3 were really good. I agree. And then these 2 episodes kind of haven't helped out. They're gonna need something pretty spectacular to happen the next one, I think, to turn it around. But even then, there are gonna be some big question marks, I think, on what made sense and what didn't in this series. And what I was gonna say, yeah, it worries me. They're independent projects and they're different. But just this nonstop trend of nothing significant happening in the shows worries me a little bit for She-Hulk. I think something that She-Hulk really is going to need are going to be some of these major connections. I mean, you have Hulk in this series, right? One of the OG Avengers.
Yeah.
And we're hoping for, there's this whole idea from what we've seen in trailers and a few of the different stuff we've read. Like, there's this big, huge legal thing going on with superheroes, and there's this whole new facility. And, you need to have some stuff of substance pushing the narrative of the MCU forward here. And, you did a video, 3 days ago now, where you talk about Ben Grimm showing up. Like, I'm not even talk about that necessarily. Like, that would be super, super cool. Yeah. But, like, what's going on in the MCU right now? We have a literal celestial's arm reaching out of somewhere in Earth,
right?
Which nobody's talked about. We've got,
that's the big thing.
Like, all of this stuff that's just floating around. And I don't know why. I feel like She-Hulk has to address it at least a little bit at some point. You have an Avenger in your series. You have one of the OG Avengers, one of arguably the strongest characters in Marvel history in your series.
Who literally time traveled.
Like, there has to be something addressed.
Yeah.
Or these series are just going to lose more and more audience members. And I get why they need them. I get the business aspect of it. Like, hey, let's do these Marvel Plus series because people will pay for Disney Plus. But you got to give us something.
Yeah, and I think it goes back to telling longer stories of origins. Like, being able to tell origin stories and making them longer. But I agree with you. This could have been a movie instead.
It should have been a movie.
It should have been a movie. Hold on real quick. Mark Genoway, hey, thank you so much for that super chat. I really appreciate it. Hey, man, never caught any of your lives till today. Sorry about that, family man. No worries. These are really late. If you have a family, I got you. Appreciate you for everything you do. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I do. I'm glad you could catch a live stream here. Hope you enjoy it. Reed Bowens, second best MCU Disney Plus show so far. Hey, I'm really glad you're loving it, man.
Mm-hmm.
I am. Like, I always say, like, my opinion, great if we all agree on it. If not, it's okay. If you're liking the show, I'm glad you're liking the show. I wish I could be really, really into the show and think it's a really great show right now.
I love Ms. Marvel, the character. I think she's great.
No,
I think
she's
she's
fantastic.
So well written as a character.
I'm really happy she's going to be in the Marvels. But I actually think Miss Marvel, Iman, is going to make the Marvels better.
I 1,000% agree. I just think they messed up her show.
Yeah, I don't think they did good. Well, we'll see how it ends.
Well, there's two different things, right? There's, wow, this show is really bad, and oh, wow, this character's terrible. Like,
no, the character's not bad at all.
People didn't dislike Miss Marvel because the story wasn't good. They didn't like Miss Marvel because they didn't really like Brie Larson. And I get it's a blanket statement. Some people really do. Like, but it was the attitude of Brie Larson, I think, for the majority of fans that were kind of like, wow, this wasn't so great. The actual movie itself was pretty good. Like the story, the writing, the whole, Nick Fury lost his eye, this thing, that thing, the explanation. This is the reverse problem. Like, she's awesome. She's fantastic. Her show's not that great.
Yeah. Lewis Berry, thanks for super chat. That's exactly what you're just saying. Iman is carrying the show. She's cute, talented.
She's fantastic.
Yeah. Hey, big super chat. Suffering in college. Thanks so much. The show really feels like 2 seasons got condensed into one. It's jarring. From episode 1, 2, 3 to this Pakistan/time travel story. Back to Jersey with no villain in episode 6. Yeah, I mean, it's like rushed for some reason, but they did that to themselves by completely derailing from the story that has been built up so far.
The other thing,
Like, I think there are so many cool parts of this series. They're just not like
Bye,
arranged
Madison.
in the right order.
yeah. And maybe they did some big chop and block and switch some stuff around because something wasn't right and they had to fix it. But
Maybe. Lewis Barry, watch BCS if you haven't. It's on Breaking Bad level. BCS, I'll have to look into that.
the other thing, and I guess this is a problem for the future and hopefully maybe will be addressed. Presumably, what's the next project we see Miss Marvel in?
I think just the Marvels.
But so, do you think we're gonna get a Brie Larson in the next episode?
I stand by what I've been saying from the beginning.
It's
I
not
think
about, you know.
Before the first episode even aired, I think Captain Marvel shows up at the post-credit scene for episode 6.
Okay, I think I agree with you on that. Just because, what is she gonna come to fight the DODC or whatever? Like, no, she's not. But what's the connection other than the fact that Miss Marvel idolizes Captain Marvel? They're not the same. There's no their story, their origin, their race, their kind. They're not race like human race, like alien race. I don't get. They're just gonna throw her in with Maria or Monica, and it's like a team now because she likes Captain Marvel. I don't know.
Well, I actually think that let me go deeper into this here. I don't think Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel are gonna interact. I think it's gonna be like Captain Marvel's on like a ship somewhere and she gets like a reading for something.
Oh,
She's
so you
off
think
planet.
that would explain how they're coming together then, maybe?
Yeah, because I mean it's Shang-Chi's he's off planet, right?
Right. That could make more. That would be fine. I'd be all right with that. But if it's just like, hey, you love me and you're a superhero, let's work together. That's so lame. That is so lame.
No. It has to be related to the Bangle.
It has to be.
Because she thought she was Kree.
Which
she knows the Kree.
Right.
The Bangle is Kree. It's gonna be like Shang-Chi, like.
Right, and then that's gonna connect further to Shang-Chi,
supposedly. Sent off the
supposedly.
signal and blah 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 blah. It's gonna be the same with the Bangle. The Bangle sent off a signal.
And it's the
Carol picked it up.
the same thing as the rings with the Bangles, the same technology, and it's gonna be something like that.
Yeah.
And then we'll start seeing these major connections, and I think we're definitely getting there. And I'm not worried about the connections. I don't need the connections to enjoy everything. I obviously want them to happen, and when they do, they're gonna be epic. I just think we do need something pushing a narrative at some point here.
That's what I think a lot of fans are getting.
And that's gonna put so much weight on She-Hulk, and I just don't know if they're gonna do it because what She-Hulk's gonna be about She-Hulk, just like every other project we've gotten. And it is a lot of pressure gonna be put on this series and that's because the Hulk is there and because they're showing us this jail with all sorts of superheroes in it, and it is kind of got this whole legal aspect of the MCU happening. It's gonna be a lot of weight.
Yeah, we'll see.
Or do you not feel that? Do you not feel like you would expect that weight? Because I kind of am.
I don't expect it.
Well, not expect like them to do it, but expect like you would like them to do it. Like,
I would like there to be more.
I don't know if
I would like us to know more about what is going on in the universe as a whole, because all the projects that they've released separately have not given us a good, complete picture of the MCU.
And Kevin Feige did say we're going to be getting some of those answers, but
soon. Yeah,
I'm ready. I'm ready for him. I want some of these connections because that's when this is when the fun begins. We get to start kind of piecing everything together like the massive puzzle it is. And I don't doubt that there are these connections out there. I'm just ready for them now.
Yeah. David Henry Bennett, I am thinking we get a Carol in America cameo. Thanks for super chat. Carol would make a lot of sense. America Chavez, I don't know. Maybe because of that whole different realms thing and stuff like that. We'll have to see. Lewis Berry, another one. Thank you. I'm liking the show, but the last episode were the worst ones. I agree.
Yeah, they just dropped all this weird multiple dimensions and one plane knowledge on us, and that's not going to get touched again, is it?
What was it?
The whole last episode when they're like, yeah, so Earth has like 6, 7, 8 different dimensions living on top of it. The weird map thing.
I don't think we're gonna That's not gonna. I don't think that's gonna be addressed in the next.
No,
episode.
but it was supposedly like important information, and now it's like, yeah, here's a light, and they're all dead, and move on. It's like this. That's the kind of thing.
That's my issue. Is
No, I agree.
They built up
This
the
storyline and then abandoned it.
clandestines, and it was really really weird. Like they haven't like really even told us much about where they're from. In all honesty, we don't know anything about where they're from.
No.
And there's a lot. Here's the deal. You want to talk about putting weight on something? There's a lot of weight in the next episode.
I don't even know if there's anything the next episode can do.
That's what I'm sitting here thinking.
It's kind of
what
done.
can you do in the next episode that's gonna make me go, this finished well?
Mm-hmm. I mean, all they really need to do.
5 were done well.
Right. All they really need to do at this point is save Miss Marvel. Like, they need to preserve her character, make sure Iman goes out really well, so that we can move on. But in my mind, I mean, they'd have to do something pretty special and easily explained for this series to be like, oh yeah, no, that actually was all really great, it turns out. Because they've abandoned so many different things that they've brought up briefly. Right. That they don't have time to explain it all in one episode.
Exactly. That's why I think it was kind of bad writing. But Reed Bowens, thank you for that super chat. Overall, do I think the MCU has fallen off? No, because I explained this in my video the other day. We're used to getting 2-3 movies a year. Now we have 3 to 4 movies a year and a lot of Disney Plus shows. It's like they're not, I don't think they're all gonna knock it out of the park.
No, and they don't have to.
And Miss Marvel's great at introducing Miss Marvel, Iman. Like, we do learn her story. Like, we've now have her origin story, and she's, they stick true to, like, her loving Carol Danvers and all that, and being a big, Avengers nerd like we all are and stuff like that. There's
relatable.
Great things to this show. I just think the writing's not that great.
Now, I will say, if they turn around, and you mentioned this now, and they reveal that the DODC is AIM, or it's a bunch of Skrull trying to take over all of the powers of the Earth, or something like that, would redeem everything. Because, yeah, okay, they cut off all the story of all this stuff, the origin of Miss Marvel, because this is where Miss Marvel came from, this is where the Bangle came from, this is her family and her story, and yeah, they didn't really give it an ending, but they cut it off, it's ended, and now let's find out that the DODC is actually AIM or Skrull trying to get all of the technology of Earth so that they can do secret invasion. Something like that, not that I believe that will happen, but something like that would actually be epic.
Yeah. That would even still have to be done right.
I mean, it would have to be done very right. But that is really the only direction I think that they can go to salvage the entirety of this series.
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe they have something crazy planned.
Right.
And to go back to your question, Reed, I've seen Thor, and Thor's fantastic. Love and Thunder. So, you know what I mean? And I liked Multiverse of Madness. I know some people didn't. I love Shang-Chi. I enjoyed the Internals. I think back to Phase 1 and not everything was a banger. You know what I mean? Yeah. It felt like it because it was so new and it's really exciting. I will say Avengers 1 is a banger.
I mean, Avengers 1, Iron Man 1, Captain America 1. Like, those were flawless films.
Yeah, there's a lot of it. But, not everything in Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3 was amazing. So it's like, I don't think MCU is falling off. But I think they're, sometimes in these Disney Plus shows, they miss with some things, And again, I really, really like the character they've introduced.
I agree.
The progression of the series as a whole, I'm not a fan of how they're doing it. I'm not a fan of the writing and stuff like that. So, I mean, that's just all I'm kind of thinking about right now. I'm finally getting the naked messages.
Oh, nice, Warren. Welcome. You're a real YouTuber now.
I'm a real live streamer now.
Good job.
Are you streaming enough if you're not getting those ads?
Yeah, freak. It's about that's so dumb.
The sex bots.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, chat. Yeah.
Nothing anybody can do about it, unfortunately.
Yeah. So no, I did this whole video with Chris that we released whenever we released it, Sunday or something. I don't think the MCU's fallen off.
I don't either.
I'm not walking away saying Phase 4 sucks. There's
I'm
a
just
lot of things I did
hungry.
really like about it. Yeah, I just
I'm
I
hungry.
think Phase 5 needs to start bringing things together.
Yeah, I think we've been having kind of all the hors d'oeuvres and the appetizers here, and now I'm ready for the steak. Phase 4
Yeah,
is
right.
like eating our vegetables. First you gotta eat those, then you get to eat the steak.
Yeah. Derek Debo makes a good point. 71% for Thor 4 Rotten Tomatoes, but Miss Marvel is a 98%.
It started off strong. I think that number will drop.
I think that 98% is for Iman.
And I also think the
Miss
first 3
Marvel.
episodes are fantastic. I love those.
Yeah, I was a lot more in it in the first 3 episodes.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were saying this is going to be my favorite series, and then we have
it fell
pittered,
off. Yeah,
pittered.
I think it fell off. And see, I was gonna say like I could have dealt with episode 4 if we got a good 5th episode, and it would have been a great series. And now I'm like, oh man, so much is riding on this last episode for it to come off as a great series, where the first 3 episodes were setting the series up to be a great
Agreed,
series.
Teague.
And 4 dropped the ball, and I think this one dropped the ball too. But
Well, we'll find out next week, ladies and gentlemen. Will Goku be able to take all of the Dragon Balls? Find out next episode on Cosmic Wonder.
Zek the Zek, probably. He says, you think Disney is requiring a certain amount of shows for Disney Plus content? I feel like Marvel's overwhelmed by all the work. That's how you get meh shows. Thanks for that super chat. You never know. Yeah, maybe
It's possible.
they like signed up for a certain amount of shows because Disney owns them, and Disney's like, all right, look, here you go. This is what you're doing. Do this now. Make the content.
Okay,
And all of a sudden they go from making 3 movies a year to making 8 projects a year, and it's like, whoa. Actually, more, because we're getting like 4 movies a year now, and like 5 Disney Plus shows. It's like, 9 projects a year, 8, 9, 10 projects a year. That's a lot. There might be some truth to your comment there. But yeah. Without spoilers, what do I think of the Thor: Love and Thunder credit scenes? I liked them both. I really did. I did.
Well, all you guys need to know is first if you want to, and you take it and you put, and then at the very end when you, yeah, so you'll be excited.
Well said. So yeah.
Better than Doctor Strange in the Multiverse.
Maybe it's Scroll, maybe it's AIM, maybe it's something.
Iron Man's still alive.
I'm curious. Yeah, right. I'm curious to see what episode 6 holds for us in a week. I'm curious to see what the finale is.
How crazy would it be if it's like they break into the DODC and they get into the secret files and they pull open a filing cabinet, if that's even still a thing anymore, and they pull out a paper and it's like, wait a minute, the DODC is a side brand of marketing of Doom Corporation.
Well, okay, so that's the thing, is like the DODC is clearly something. I would be
something
shocked
bad.
if they were just like
The police.
an department of the
justice.
United States government, and it's like, oh, deal with the superheroes. You know what I mean? I would be shocked. They clearly seem evil. They've set up this new agent. I can't remember the woman's name, but they've set her up to kind of
take the fall.
Bad, right? She's kind of a douche. Well, she is, right? I mean, she's doing her job, but she's, it's like the good cop, bad cop thing, and she's the bad cop, right? And they're setting it up to where she's not, where the DODC, that is not her, they're not, like good. So there's something there. Hopefully it pays off. But Mr. Anderson, like you said, and like I said, since episode 4 missed, I was hoping this one would kind of like make up for it. But now there's so much riding on episode 6's shoulders, the finale shoulders, and
yep.
I'm worried about it. I do think they can pull it off. Yeah, hopefully they have good plans. Scroll. AIM,
I mean, Secret Invasion's coming. We got stuff that it can connect to. It just depends if they actually do it, and that's the thing is, as far as our scoreboard goes for them actually doing it, whatever it is in every series, they haven't actually done any of it.
Yeah.
Like, we're sitting here like, well, maybe they will do this, this, and this. It's like, the odds are they probably won't, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, Deaver. Thank you. Thanks for that. Hello, Jaden, Israel, Deaver, Agent Deaver. Yeah, I mean...
But I will be watching the 6th episode, and we'll have fun with it.
I mean, yeah, obviously we're gonna finish it. And I've enjoyed watching Iman play Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
I actually would have liked it to just focus a little bit more on her.
Maybe.
Just have more of her like using her powers and triggers.
Night, Diego!
Have this villain there like the entire time. I would have written the story different. But hey, I'm not a writer. I'm a YouTuber, so what can I really do?
Well, there we go.
Yeah, Lewis Barry, thanks for another super chat. Let's stop the super chats, guys, because we're gonna end the stream soon. But love Kamala and Kate will want to see together. I agree. I would like to see Kamala and Kate together, and we will in the Young Avengers for sure. So, all right, everybody, thanks for stopping by the live stream tonight. I do have hope and faith that Ms. Marvel will end strong. And hey, everybody go see Thor: Love and Thunder this week because it's awesome, and I think a lot of people are really gonna love it.
Just do it.
I did. So thanks to Chris for joining as usual.
Hey, that's me.
I'm gonna yawn. I'll be on it. It's past 2 a.m.
Yeah, it is.
There's links in the chat for Chris's channel, for Mr. Anderson's channel. Mr. Anderson, thanks for being a great mod. And if you like the live stream and you're new, you could subscribe if you want to my channel. We'll be back here next week, and of course we post videos every day, but Sunday, sometimes Sundays, but we try to take those days off. So yeah, I mean, 56% said they liked this episode. I'm glad.
Well, good.
I'm glad people liked the episode. I'm glad.
Nice to see they're not hypercritical.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just good for the community.
Yeah, and I'm not harsh on writing often.
No,
that's my
but I mean, it's hard to
with this series.
It's hard to defend it is the problem. As somebody who usually defends it, is like, oh no, the CGI is not that bad. Oh, the writing's not that bad. The acting's not bad.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to defend this one. Like, you're 100% right.
Yeah. So, but we'll see what happens next week. I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. So yeah, hey, thanks everybody for stopping by. Thanks for the super chats, the regular chats, and those who just watch
right
in the
here
background.
on Cosmic Culture.
Yeah. On Cosmic.